Right. Fucking hell, have I got a story? Well, alright, it's not that much of a story. It's been a little bit stressful though, but it's finally resulted in me buying a PS5 Pro. Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Are you looking for it? Yeah. Basically got this because it runs PSVR 2 better. Higher frame rates, higher resolutions, extra graphical features have been added in some games so far. Not a huge number, but some of the really gorgeous games on PSVR 2, and some studios are taking advantage of the extra power on Pro, and hopefully that'll become more common. It certainly was. I had a PS4 Pro with the PSVR 1 and really appreciated the extra clarity that the games had on the previous headset, and it just adds to immersion. It's like the higher fidelity the graphics are, the less friction there is in your experience of being in these game worlds. Just like, the clearer it is, the smoother it is. It's just, it can feel more real with just higher fidelity graphics. So, currently, even though there's not like a huge boost to these games, and it's not all games, it's still enough for me. It's something I was going to do, definitely, because that's my priorities, obviously, is VR. And there was a bit of a sale on. Argos were doing a 10% discount, and you just added the code. And so I did this. I tried to do it in my local store. It was out of stock. Set a reminder, got a reminder, tried it, and it looked like it was going through. So I went to order it online with a 10% discount, and there was an extra discount that I was able to get from opening a PayPal credit agreement, which I've never had before. It's like an introductory offer. You get like 20 quid off, so that was another 20 quid. It's like 90 quid off in total, which would have brought it down from 700 quid to 609, around there, something like that. So still extortionate. That's a lot of money for a console. Although, let's not forget, PS3, when it first came out back in the day, was 600 quid. Which of course, allowing for inflation back then when PS3 came out. What year was that? Would that have been 2005? Something like this. 600 quid back then was a lot more. Probably about 900 quid, probably, maybe more, by today's standards. So it's not unprecedented for a console to be that much, but it is a lot of money to put out. But yeah. Anyway, so I tried to order it online and got these discounts. It all seemed to go through, and then it rejected. It said, please try again. So I did try again a couple of times. It looked like it was going through, got the email confirmation, and then it would somehow get rejected, to the point where I even got a refund at one point. And it was getting a bit irritating because, there's not many of them in stock, and this Argos sale for 10% off only lasts until April the 2nd, so a couple of days to go. So I was having no luck. I was phoning up Argos, trying to find out if the problem was their end. Phoned up PayPal. They said it was nothing to do with them. It's fine. Obviously got money in my account. I don't know why it was messing up. So ended up basically just going into Argos in person and picking it up in person, and managed to still get that discount for 10% off, 70 quid off. But also, because I went into the store, there's an extra deal, which is a free stand, which is kind of crazy. You don't get that in the box. But you don't even get a disc drive in the box, so maybe that's not too surprising. So yeah, this is a digital console. I think it's the first ever digital only console I bought, and I'm fully against that. Like, I really need physical media to carry on being a thing. In terms of just protecting these sort of consumer rights, being able to lend games to your friends, like that time-honored tradition, is how you would find out about cool games quite often, is borrowing games off your mates, and then of course selling things on that you finish with to fund further purchases. I don't like digital, but I am going to get the add-on disc drive to go with it. That's another 120 quid. So again, extortionate. But this thing potentially can do some pretty amazing things. And that's not fully realised yet. The PS5 Pro is obviously only just come out, but they didn't launch with all of the features that they planned to have for it, or rather, they're going to iterate on some of its greatest strengths. One of those obviously being the AI upscaling, PSSR, as it PlayStation Spectral Resolution, something like this. But they keep iterating on that, and somehow that keeps getting better and better. Now, on a TV screen, those kind of improvements to resolution and stuff never really bother me. I don't really. I mean, games just look clear and awesome on the TV these days as standard. But for VR, things like extra frame rate and extra resolution are just really noticeable. Obviously, because you've got your eyes so close up to the screen, and because your entire field of view is taken up by this image, so it makes a big difference for immersion, for comfort, and enjoying the games. So yeah, there you go. So now there'll be a month of doing overtime at work, so I can actually afford it. I'm selling my PS5 to a friend at mates rates, I might add, 250 quid. He's had a good deal there. But let's get into it. So PS5 Pro, let's get into it. Bad boy. Right. Don't know if I'm on camera. Hopefully I am. Hang on. Because they do make it awkward, don't they? It's flat. Oops, against that flat. Plug. Fantastic. Not sure what this is. Where's this? Some clips. Oh! Well, I don't know. Well, we'll find out what those are. Don't know why they're right at the top. It separates everything else. So, some more wires. It's HDMI, obviously. Oh, the controller. Sweet, new controller. Ah, nice. Yeah. DualSense is a nice controller. Right. Well, I hope you're enjoying the ASMR noises of the box opening, because I'm sure it's riveting. Yeah, okay, here we go. Here's the thing. Let's see. Because I'm curious to see. I think it's a bit smaller than the base PS5 actually. I should have got the PS5 out of the cabinet before filming this so I could compare them, but maybe I'll add something in after. Yeah, I definitely think it's smaller. There it is in the flesh. PS5 Pro. Oh my god. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's a bit smaller. I do. Yeah. Hopefully it's quieter as well. My PS5 was a little bit whiny. Had the coil whine, the dreaded coil whine. It's not massively noticeable, but it was certainly louder than some PS5s that my friends and family own. So I know I had one that did have noise that shouldn't have been there. But yeah. Yeah, so that's it. That's it. But you know, the journey does not end there, because yeah, I need the disk drive. Is it 2? I'm trying to see if this is I believe it's the 2 terabytes of memory. Astros Playroom pre-installed. Still, yeah. Anyway, that's it. That's it. It was a slightly stressful experience, but I got there in the end. I was quite determined, especially when you think you can't have something, you want it more. So all that issue trying to buy it online sort of gave me the impetus to just go down there in person. And tomorrow I'll be able to pick up. It wasn't in stock today. Tomorrow I'll be able to pick up the horizontal stand, which doesn't come with it. But yeah, there we go. Now I have to figure out how to transfer all of my games onto the new console, and so I'll do that. But anyway, guys, PS Pro in the house. All right.